Alright. Good evening. To some further attempts at beating Chasa. Completely fucked that one up. Still bit of an issue on that timing there. That was a quick one. God damn it. This time I saw it was a quick one. Still having issues there. No shadow for you. Perfect. God damn it, I missed the burst. Too early. Too early. Too early twice. Too early twice again. God damn it. Fuck. I think it's like 1.5 seconds. Something like that. Didn't parry in time. I think I have to take... I've got like a wrist stabilizer that I had on for work. Just took it off, maybe it'll help. I think I need to count me that down. God damn it. Wrong direction. Too early. And now, unfortunately, I already lost my... That shadow, I kind of dislike. The one that has the delay on the first hit. I think I want the combustion back on. Yeah, I think I want the combustion back on parry. Since this is going to be a defensive fight. And maybe I should try and counter that. Too early. Too early again. And here I think I should definitely ensure I get a burst in. Fuck. Also, it is warm again. Like earlier my thermometer showed like 56 degrees Celsius. which is quite a temperature if you consider Fahrenheit. I'm pretty sure that the thermometer is wrong and only shows the high numbers because it's in the sun all day. But it's still fucking hot. God damn it. Too early. So depending on how I feel temperature-wise, I may stop. I may make it a short stream. I'll see. He really likes doing that today, huh? Okay. Too early. Twice. Quick heal, quick heal. Hyper burst. I only have 3 heals remaining, which is not encouraging. But this is... I got a few better parries in than usual. Too early. Hyper burst. Hyper pyron action, and then a normal burst. That should kill. Yep. I just realized he lost his cloak. Hyper pyron. That was the last one then. I definitely think that over time, this form will be easier than the first one. Because he has a lot more hittable attacks. He doesn't have to shadow as much. Which, once again, don't like this jointed attack. Where's the combustion upon parry? Burn. My guard efficiency is going down, but preferably I wouldn't use that anyway. That was a perfect start. Ow. Too early again. Too early again. Burst. That was a perfect start to this fight. Holy shit. I forgot he has the shadow. 2 second counting to 2 is too much. I cannot count to 2. Quick kill. Fuck. It was a perfect start, but I fucked up there. Heal. Yeah. As soon as I have his timings there, I'm pretty sure this one's a lot easier. Way more parry windows. I just don't currently have his patterns in. And I think I'll keep the two more. Too early, I saw he does the quick one, so I parried immediately. God damn it. Okay, burst. I'm not gonna use the hyper burst. The hyper pyron action I feel like is way better, especially in these 2 health bar bosses. Didn't get to parry in time. God damn it. That one attack is kind of the bane of my existence right now. Might want to just block that. And then use the others, the parry on others to get the residual heat back. Perfect. about half. That shadow is annoying. Ah, look to the wrong side. Fuck. Maybe okay, so I have that one thing. That one part which is basically like, if you don't use a Hyperpyron action, you get a shield. Which I'm not certain how good that is, because the Hyperpyron action generally is a lot of damage. Like, not even the Hyperpyron action, even the Pyron action is generally a lot of damage. Wrong direction. Funnily enough, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. Noticeably. And it apparently is the only difficulty where you cannot parry from all directions. Like, it specifically says you can only parry to the front on the hardest difficulty. So I'm thinking that the lower difficulties have to be kind of really easy. Fuck. Alright. Heal. Apparently not quite enough. There was a weird delay on that first attack there. Quick kill. Okay, we get it. I think I have to heal here. Then burst. I don't have enough for a hyper burst either, so... Hyper Pyron action, and I don't have any more heals. Fuck. God damn it. But yeah, that second phase is going fast. Fuck. Not a good start. Definitely not a good start. That was a good combo, that. Give me a shield, give me a burst. Perfect. Kill. Fuck. You can do that one more often. Forgot his shadow. Hyperpyron and a heal. Fuck. Burst, however, first heal. The burst should kill. Hyperpyron. I'm not sure how much the combustion is actually doing. So big advantage, his actual hits here don't really do all that much damage. There's just a lot of them. But the individual hits, not really a problem. Another burst. Last Hyperpyron action, and I think that means I also don't have a last Ember. Okay. Oh, yeah. Surely you're the one I have long awaited. That leads me back to the question, how long ago was that? My king, I'd like to be fragmented as well. I heard Verita wants to be fragmented instead because I'm sick. But Verimon must remember everything, staying at the library and guide us onto the right path. Imahan told me that my fragments will be able to fight like I used to, before I got sick. As your messenger, I will transform into various forms to protect this land again and again. Holy shit, the king is a fucking unit. I'll soon draw my last breath. You don't have to strain yourself for me any longer. Your Majesty saved me once before, when you gave your warmth to my sister. Now, just allow me to give my life for you and for this land. And if we keep doing our best to save this world, perhaps we'll see each other again in another form one day. That king is an absolute unit. Holy shit. Like, he's sitting here. Also, first time we see the king. fragment must have been just like me, longing to find you, hoping you would give him any command, anything. How long had he been in this cold, dark place, barely clinging to life in this corpse of a body, holding on only because he thought you might appear? May you find eternal rest. And when the king one day returns from his long journey, I will remain at his side and protect him in your stead. Chasa's Spirit Flame. Now, here's the thing. Chasa's record. I kind of wanted to... If I could save here in a separate slot... Wait, I can actually check if I can maybe do that. My king, I remember a long time ago, when you manifested in the form of a lit. At the time I was guarding the sanctuary, where you rested as the primordial flame. A searing flash of light, and when the blinding radiance faded, the eternally burning primordial flame stood before my very eyes. The first thing you asked was where my sibling was. My younger sister had been infected by the plague. As if answering my prayers to save her, you immediately breathed warm into her. Do you know, my king, that you saved me back then? Right after my sister became infected, I was consumed by rage and hopelessness for failing to protect her. I convinced myself that killing the infected was revenge for her, and I continued to fight, having completely lost my purpose. When I finally came to my senses, I was surrounded by corpses, and my fellow warriors were staring at me filled with awe and fear. With eyes filled with awe and fear. Many pyramids revered me and said they would build a statue of me somewhere in the Ashen Hills, but none of that meant anything to me. My combat prowess could protect every other lit, it could not save my ailing sister. And though alive, I was no different from the dead. Through the warmth you breathed into my sister, I found a reason to live. My sister and I were granted time to prepare for our farewell. She never fully recovered, but until the cold receded and the days grew warm, the warmth you gave her allowed her to live a little longer. I cannot describe how happy we were to see the beautiful flowers bloom in our yard together. After my sister passed away, I decided that the rest of my life would be devoted to you, just as you saved the one most precious to me and saved me as well. What you seek to protect is what I protect. What you wish to do is what I do. Your words became my everything. My king, while I revered you, I also dared to think of you as family. Having taken on a not-lit's body from an eternal supernatural existence, you did not fully understand that which comes naturally to any lit, such as eating meals, the direction in which the sun rises and sets, or even the fear of death itself. In your unfamiliarity with the world, you saw my younger sister. Just as I taught her how to eat, as I taught her about family and love, and shared joyful memories with her, I taught you many things as well. I even give it a name, Tot. I cannot express how precious the term was to me. Now, since you have vanished following the Shadow Plague, I have wandered endlessly in search of you, and arrived here. Those memories from long ago remain as vivid as if they were from yesterday, yet I do not know how you came to disappear. It's vague, but all I know is that if I continue to guard this place, I feel that someday I may meet you again. Before this area lies a massive elevator leading to the library. Protecting this place from the infected should keep Veritas safe as well. My king, please remain in good health. I look forward to the day we meet again. My only friend. His original body had already melted without a trace in the research wing. This fragment was Chasa's second after he was infected. Only his loyalty to the king remained. All else twisted along the way or something. I had no choice but to confine him here, and now you have finally granted this pitiful fragment the eternal rest he seeks. He sought, wanted, deserved. Multiple options. Deep Cavern Fruit. That's the last item I need. Records on Chasa. Chasa, a pirate like the king, was his loyal herald, his messenger, and his eternal friend. Many lits admired and envied Chasa, whom the king cherished so dearly. Chasa was willing to do anything for the king, even meant losing himself, becoming infected by the plague, and fighting endlessly. In memory of Chasa, Verita. And the Advanced Royal Seal. Right, so I think everything is 100%. Except for the library. Right. Right, enter. I will go to basically 100% everything except the final fight. And then I want to see if I can duplicate the save. My only friend. Whenever I miss Chasa, I come down here. His original body must already be dead. Chasa's second fragment is here. When he became infected in wrath and agony, I bound him to the vines with my own hands. As I listen to the fragment's low growls, I think of my friend whom I will never see again. Chasa's painting of Verita. This is for you, Verita. This is not actually bad painting. Verita's Journal, Volume 3. I'm cutting down infected after infected near the library, but they are relentless. The king's fragment took his pirate warriors west of the ruins. He wanted to put an infected fragment of Baran to rest. When I arrived at the ruins, I saw countless pirate warriors. They surrounded the king's cold fragment, as if to protect him. They had all been slain before heading further west. I saw blue light shining through piles of armor. Perhaps the next fragment will arise here. Time to get ready again. I placed a pirate restaurant nearby and carved the heat insignia on the headstone below it. Then I checked the warmth tunnel leading to the library once more. Now I must wait for the king's fragment at the library. I hope the king's fragment will find his own purpose and stop sacrificing himself, even if that means running from the truth. Chasa's final fragment must be alive somewhere. He failed to recall what he is doing and where his king is. He asked me the location of a king. I couldn't answer him. Chasa's final fragment promised to visit the library more often. All I could do was nod. I fought the urge to tell him everything, to grieve with him all I wanted. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go eat. And I feel like I'm not gonna upgrade any parts right now. Bye. Iron Special Noodle. Increases max warmth, attack, and parry efficiency. Now I just realized I've never read the ingredients themselves, only the food they come made. You've already tried every dish I can make. I'd love to cook for you again, but I've run out of ingredients. Thank you for enjoying my food all this time. Many warriors who used to love my cooking were lost to the plague. That's why I hope to get to see you for a long, long time. And to show the plague is finally over, come by whenever you want to rest. We'll have calm music playing and warm food ready for you. Boss. Yeah, the last boss is Chasa. The spared Chasa. Second fragment of the original Chasa. Like the other fragments, he holds an unwavering belief that he must find the king. He collapsed deep within an abandoned mine, barely conscious. Only at the brink of death did he realize that the king he had been searching for was a small pirate warrior he had crossed swords with. With his remaining strength, he bowed his head to top and gave his final farewell. And then the last boss is going to be Pot himself. The big version. Right, so we have... Increase a delicacy of pirate warriors topped with deep cavern fruits. Its unique blue noodles blend with the fruits to create a deep spicy heat on your tongue. And we have all relics and all spirit zones. So now Ashen Library is complete. Okay. Let's return to title screen. I cannot duplicate. In which case, I'm just gonna go upgrade. I'm just gonna go to Verita, build the big thing, build the story MacGuffin, and then go for the king. I also, as a joke, basically just copied. I had a part 3 of this where I fought Chasa in the training ground. And I just straight copied the title and the description of the video, because I thought it was funny. About the relics. The relics are infused with the great power of the primordial flame. You bestow them upon each race. The Lits buried each relic deep within their own lands. But you'll be able to reach all those places, my king. Craft the enhanced wristband. You're curious about the enhanced wristband. I hope this will help you in any way. With the spirit flames of the great 5 warriors and the 5 relics of the Lits, I'll be able to enhance your wristband. If you defeat the fragments of the 5 warriors, you'll be able... Yeah. And each of the 5 Lit races possess sacred relic infused with a unique power. Those relics are hidden deep within each race homeland. Want to give it a... I could have hadn't that. Fuck. craft the enhanced wristband. My king, you've got all the materials. Must have been a difficult journey. I'll craft the enhanced wristband for you. I hope that this may ease your pain even a little. The enhanced wristband. Made with the relics of the 5 races. Only Verita can resonate with the king can craft the enhanced wristband. Its effect is unknown, but it seems to contain a transcendent wish. It's time to meet yourself beyond that door. Did not change anything here. Fuck. Could have made that if I wasn't an idiot. I could have just teleported now I think about it. Alright, let's see him then. Yeah, if I could have saved to a second... To a second, slot, I would have fought him first normally, and then done it with a wristband. To see both endings. But unfortunately not. He's so small. He has such stumpy feet. World's End. I can feel my resonance reaching you, so you finally made it here. I've waited so long, calling for you again and again. Reveal all regions of Solateria. Ah, it's Gaia. Ah, my 5 warriors. Have you met them? Gaia. Gaia's graceful movements always protected the Terran lands. The countless Terran warriors who praise Gaia may have taken their final breaths by now. So, he was truly a courageous Ophilan warrior. I've never seen anyone braver than him. I only hope his final moments were not filled with fear. I think they were filled with regret, unfortunately. Baran, the unparalleled warrior of the Zephyron. She tried to protect the world even if it meant leaving her only child behind. If only the desperate wish could have reached her child. It did, at the end. So that's at least a fortunate part. Molden. Mikora's glorious lord. Molden had such a fragile heart when he heard about the fragmentation plan. He said letting everyone wander without their memories would be too sad. It's getting kind of loud. Oh, Chasa. My eternal herald, where are his final fragments now? I want to say goodbye to you, while I'm still me. All of this is pre-recorded. Thank you, Todd, for coming all the way here. I hope we meet soon. Oh, resonate. Ah, there's an altar here. Thankfully I didn't just press P. And then resonate is probably into the boss fight. Oh, that's the big door. The Fairy Council. Tall. He is very black. I've been my fragment. I've been waiting for you all this time. He just fucking dashed through me. He also has the same type of weapon I have, which is kind of funny. 6-hit combo. And a grab. He interestingly only has 5 stability, but I'm pretty sure that he has a second phase looking at this. Collect every memory to the highest level. What are actually the achievements? Am I missing achievements? I have 100% collection rate. What do I have? Every boss and mini-boss. Finish the game with 100% per collection rate. Clear the game in Legendary Flame mode from start to end. Those are... and then 3 hidden achievements. What are those? Find all secrets of Solateria, defeat Primordial Flame, and save Solateria from the plague. I assume that's gonna be all behind this boss. I can parry that lightning that shows up now and then. That 6-hit combo shouldn't be too difficult to parry. If I don't fuck it up. As I'm wont to do. He does not nearly have as much stability as Chasa did. He's also very low health. Like, I'm pretty sure that every single of the 5 warriors had more health. I assume he has 3 phases. Ah, shit. He's as big as I am. He can parry. What the fuck? That's my thing. Okay. Everybody knows. Everybody who plays Sekiro knows. The second the boss is as big as you are, you're fucked. Actually, that's more of a Dark Souls thing. Oh, you can leave again. That's kind of funny. I want to check something, actually, while I'm here. Faded Castle. Down there, wait, there's a heat tunnel. I think that's a heat... yeah, that's the heat tunnel back to the library. Yeah. Warmth tunnel, not heat tunnel. My mistake. Does this look different now? No. So I assume that this is either the other side, with the king being on the back there, or it's a like recreation of where he was, well, basically born. I'm back. Library, top floor. Can I not dodge that? At least it doesn't afflict darkness, which is very nice. That lightning from the back, absolutely horrendous. Not entirely sure how you dodge that. Okay, just be far enough away. Fuck. I'm pretty sure this is just like a first one, and then his smaller form will have various phases. This time I actually got the hyperpower in action in. Fuck. Burst him down. Holy shit. He does have the same 6-hit combo as the big form. Oh, he has a variation. Definitely have a quick heal. Burst him down. Oh, if you allow him to parry you 3 times, he does a riposte basically. Okay, if he parries, don't attack a 3rd time. I have 42,000 go. Oh, and I should maybe upgrade. No, I don't even have enough money to upgrade all of my parts. Fuck. Thankfully, the scrap doesn't actually do that much damage. I think I don't need a second type of power in action there. He basically has the instability stuff that I also have. Oh yeah, I forgot he can do that. He can chain into that. Yeah. I need to not lose stamina. Well. If I am too close to him, I can also not parry him, so I need to keep my space. And I think with the best case is to keep space and use the combustion on the parry. Fuck. I wonder if I can parry that. I don't think I can. I also need to stop using the dodge all the time. That was a dash. That was a dash and a half. Okay, I was out of that. I need to stop using the dodge all the time because it does take off stamina, which I require to not get fucking wiped in the second phase. You are the one who gets parried. That dash, I know I can parry it, but I'm kind of not into its timing. Ow. Come on, burst. There you go. Hyper power in action. I'm out of heals, which is not great for me. He has so much defense, holy shit. I deal a single damage per hit. Okay, that is probably only during the phase transition, I'd guess. Okay, burst. Ow. Fuck. I parried instead of dodging. The shield remains, so I can actually just use it there. Quick kill. I'm surprised I managed to parry most of that. I like this boss fight, I'm not gonna lie, because there's not really a whole lot of the disjointed attacks. There's the lightning now and then, but I feel like that's fine. Wait, I can parry that? Yeah, I do not deal damage during this transition. Can you fucking stop with the lightning? I just realized he has residual heat. He also has the Hyperpyron action. It is kind of funny because you're basically fighting yourself. So it makes sense that he has most of the things you also do. Really? Okay, that was a good first phase. Out of stamina. I need to make sure I'm never out of stamina. Okay, get the burst in. Fucking lightning! I just realized that's the last ember. That's also something I have. And that's also a charge attack. That's also something I have. Thankfully, the run back. I'm gonna be honest. This game has been very good about having altars close to its boss fights. That is something I really cannot complain about. Okay, I was out of thought. Come on. That was not a good phase on. Like, not at all. I think I'm just gonna... Just come here. God damn it. I wonder if you can even run out of that, or if you need to just be far enough away. Is it input reading my heal? I don't think it is, but it does feel kind of weird. Fuck. I just realized my attack is technically also a 6-hit combo. In 4 inputs, but still. I feel like you have to just spot dodge that. Nope. Okay, no, kill me. Let me actually check something. I have everything on 20. Oh shit, I can still upgrade. Completely forgot. I can upgrade at Opus. Doesn't really help, I don't think. I think the only things I'm still missing are... what are they called? Use it. No more regions to reveal. Okay. Refine. You, which increases 1 point amount, and then you, which increase all the corestones are refined now. Oh, that was an easy job. It's been so long since I refined as many corestones all the way to an end. I went on used to study the knowledge to cure the plague. Should take a break from refining corestones so I didn't focus on the research again. Are there any stones that might help me? That I could still forge. Increases 100, maintains, and you gain death. 100 residual heat, removes all status effects, disable instant warmth recovery, restores less warmth, units becomes residual heat. Max home count +1. Let's take this one. Nope. Thank you. Do I have a war moon that I could still forge? No. So 8 is the maximum +1 from the part. Equip parts. Wormhorn, this one. Because I just get slapped by the lightning whenever I use the heal, and I'm pretty sure that is intentional. And with this, it should be possible to ignore that. Okay, kill me. I do not know how you'd ever counter that. Like, you cannot stun him out of it. And you can't... In most cases, unless you're already outside the range, you can't really dash from it. Look at this. I dashed twice. I don't think you're intended to escape that grab. You obviously can, but I think that's most likely just an oversight. Also error used for warm horns. Two dashes, it is not enough. Fucking kidding me? For this attack, you want to be close. So that's a 3-hit combo, but the third one I can't parry. So that he has two downward attacks. The first one is the where he just goes down. The second one is where he does the spin in the middle, in the air. The spin in the air you can parry. The downward, I don't think you can parry. I can't believe I managed to parry that. This was a very good first phase. Not a good start for the second phase. Okay, great. Great start. Okay, I cannot parry it, but I can block it. Did not expect that the parry window would be that far out. I see he now always does the dash after... He now always does the dash after the, downward, after the normal downward. Or maybe not. Fuck. Okay, it was a good attempt though. I think I'll just play until I beat him. Current opinion of the fight. I think it's a... Is it my favorite fight? I think, as of right now, yeah. Do you not use your grab unless I'm lightning? Nope, there's the grab. How the fuck am I supposed to dodge that? I definitely like the first phase more. Because of... Not this one, but the one where he starts with the... With the floor attack, basically. The first phase has the stupid grab, though. This one. Because it has two follow-ups, which are kind of hard to distinguish between. Or rather, they are so quick that I cannot quickly enough distinguish between them. Which is mainly a problem because you can parry one of the attacks, but not the other. Also, can you please lose your residual heat? Holy shit. Fuck. That was a good... Like it was like the start of the second phase was bad, but I managed to get some good parries in then. Oh wait, there's nothing I need to skip here. Also, yeah, I'm pretty sure I cannot counter that pullback. Like, what is this? How are you supposed to dodge that? Is that just a health tax? That is the only issue I currently have with this fight. That grab attack. Because sometimes I can get far enough away, but other times when I'm even further away, it still grabs me and I do not get why. Spot dodging is not the solution. Oh yeah, I can't parry that one. That was close. And now, one parry. Fuck. Fuck. Of course I fucking failed the parry, huh? Let me actually try something. Oh, I don't have heat. yeah. I only have one heal left, so this is not looking good. He doesn't, so I don't think he changes the follow-up based on whether or not you dodge the first hit. So just guarding through that might be the correct choice. Fuck. Oh, it doesn't even give you residual heat. The grab doesn't even give you residual heat. Great. So that is literally just that health packs. Okay. I think in this case we can do a hyper burst. Because he doesn't get a second health bar, he just heals. Fuck. Failed to parry. Well, that also doesn't give me residual heat. Well, I don't know if I want to use the Hyperpyron Burst. That could be a good amount of health that he's not getting back then. Since, yeah, I think that might be correct. Absolutely not. No chance to dodge that. Okay. I'm getting better at parrying the lightning, which is very much so appreciated. Shouldn't you do your transition? That was a wasted heal. I was under the assumption I had lost a lot more health than I actually had lost. I assume, by the way, that during the transition he just continuously heals. Which is why you can't really damage him during that. Fuck. But yeah, at this point I'm pretty sure that the lightning does input radio heal. I am nearly dead. Yep, I am dead. Nothing you can do. You and your stupid combo. Four heals remaining. Alright, there is... He does not continuously heal, he just has a massive defense boost. Fuck. Fucking really? Only one heal remaining. I need to see something. You might be wondering why I've never used, or why maybe basically never used the blue flame here. Did it get smaller? No. And that is because it feels like it causes delay, not delay, but lag. So turning down the display a bit. Which, I have to say, other than that, the blue flame, which is the only thing where I kind of notice a slowdown. Both from my end and on the enemies, if they have flame attacks. So maybe turning that down, because... especially for the second phase Primordial Flame. It does feel like he has a lot of the blue flames, which do slow down the game a little bit. So let's see if this goes better now. Could be just a placebo, but it feels like it's going better now. Alright, then don't. Alright. Looking okay. I'm only have 3 heals, but I think that's fine. Fuck. I'm not really dealing all that much damage, especially because of the stupid residual flame he has. That just regenerates for some reason. Does it? It doesn't just regenerate. He actually has to hit me or parry or something. Okay, last hyper action. Ow. Ow. Also lost heal. Nothing to be done. Have I just played with a handicap this entire time? Apparently. Fuck. Didn't parry that lightning there. But it looked good. Well, not if I fuck up like that. Wait, is there a spot you need to get to on the floor? Doesn't look like it. It's just a health tax, which means that if you're lucky and he doesn't do it, you have a lot more health in the second phase than in the if you're unlucky. Which, that should not be the case, unless I'm missing something on how to dodge that. But as of currently, I feel like it's just pure luck. Whether or not he uses it, and whether or not you're in range. Also, yeah, dodging is faster. And there is nothing, I think, to increase movement speed otherwise. I'm pretty sure that the dodge there is the fastest type of movement. Okay, maybe dodge, jump, dodge is fast. I know that it's faster, so maybe I need to do that. Nope. If you're too close, you just get hit. Nothing you can do about it. Cry. Okay, getting through this to this with 7 health pots left, I'll take. Also, I just realized you can parry that. So you apparently can parry every single of his attacks. Which is, honestly, really good. No stupid disjointed shit. That was a literal perfect. I think he got not a single hit on me. Well, didn't parry perfectly there. I will take a heal. I still have enough that I don't think I need to be too concerned about running out. And yeah, I can note that I did indeed have lags on 4K with the blue flames. Should have switched down to the current setting a lot earlier. Let's see if he has a 4th phase. Nope. Big King. Thought. This place is so empty, like a tattered rag. It's so cold and lonely. You pierce through the thick darkness that has enveloped me, destroying the last trace of me. Now there is nothing left. You found my deepest inner self. This place deep in our hearts is a place only you and I can find. Just you and I. Thought I wanted to save the Lits who worshipped me. Wanted to cure all the plagues, right everything that went wrong. But we reached the worst possible outcome. All because of me. Mention the accident. Accident? No, it wasn't an accident. The cause of all this is... me. I lied to you until the very end, kept deceiving myself all this time. You are my fragment. Yes, you deserve to know. He's such a unit that when I finally became a Lit after an eternity, the very first thing I did was to try to develop a cure for plagues. I summoned Immerhen and pushed the research forward. I truly believed it could save Lits from the endless plagues. Around that time, Chasa began to fall ill. For the first time in ages, I felt fear. The fear of losing someone. I couldn't lose him. Chasa had taught me so much. Everything from delicious food to the many sights of this world. He showed me how wonderful it is to live as a finite being. No matter how much warmth I gave him, Chasa wouldn't recover. To save him, the cure was the only answer. A panacea, that would be amazing. I pressured Immerhen to rush her research and come up with a cure, and rushed experiments gave birth to the Shadow Plague. Immerhen tried desperately to fix it, until the very end. Fragmentation, that was the solution she reached. Also, Uno is also a pretty big unit. We can't call this an accident at the lab. Immerhen only ever tried her very best. All of this started because of my selfish fear of losing Chasa, a fear I never felt before becoming a Lit. I was too afraid to admit that everything was my fault, so I even lied to myself. I let myself believe this plague was just an accident. It technically was, even if it was rushed. And sure, safety precautions could have been taken, but it still was an accident. And now I understand. Well, there's two eyes in there. The future I wanted to protect is no longer mine. It belongs to you. I couldn't handle this alone, this enormous core of the plague growing inside me. Only you can kill me and eliminate the plague's core. But you won't be safe from the explosion either. Will you still do this? I'll give you all the strength I have left. End me completely and save the world. You don't have a choice. Thank you, Tot. Please, Chasa's last fragment. You must protect him. The past me and the present me can join forces and protect something at last. If the past me and the present me can join forces and bring light back to a world swallowed by darkness. If the only one who can kill me is myself, and the only one who can save me is also myself, and the only one who can save my world is me. Are you still him, though? To save the world we love. This is the greatest thing we can do. Our revered king. May all the souls you met throughout your long journey keep lighting your path. And may they protect you even after death. I, funnily enough, only saw 4 of them. I didn't see Gaia. Or Molden, one of the two. I think that's all the achievements done, yeah. Studio Doodle. Right. That has been a while since I finished the game, since I played a bunch of roguelikes, nothing else currently. So, review time. I liked it. I should have definitely... Here is the thing, it runs really well. It is not the most demanding game, like even graphics-wise, I'm pretty sure. So whenever I had the slowdown on the Blue Flame, I was just like, am I imagining that? I did not imagine that. So I don't know why exactly the Blue Flame was an issue, and only in that one, only for that, like the 4th attack, and then for the final boss. But that is probably mostly because the other instances of Blue Flame are the combustion, which isn't that bright. I think it's also lower quality. Or like less, I don't know what to call it, less textured. So yeah, I should have trusted myself and just gone down to 2560 by 1440 or whatever, a lot earlier. Like the music, it is, well, I'm gonna be honest, in most games I just think it's background music. It's supposed to be background music, it is not there to be really remembered. I did like that they had... I don't know if it's direct voice acting, because I don't speak Korean. I'm pretty sure that is Korean. So I don't know if it was direct voice acting or a made-up language. But I do like having something, so you have a voice for characters, even if you don't understand what they say. That is always nice to have. Chasa remained anonymous? Wait, was it is his name anonymous, or did they want to be anonymous? Mumu? I did like it. There were some issues with the combat. Most of the parryable attacks weren't really telegraphed that well, unless you had the muscle memory to do it, or were lucky. Or you have really good reflexes, which I do not have. So I had to rely on muscle memory. Difficulty Legendary Flame. Collection rate 100%. Playtime 21 hours 57 minutes. That is I feel like a really good playtime. Like anything, I feel like everything up to 24 hours is really good. If it wants to be a short game, if you want to be a long game, anything up to like 72 hours is good. Anything above, I feel like is too long. So I feel like 21 hours, really good playtime. You could probably finish it a lot faster. I did like most of the areas. I did like most of the enemies, with a few exceptions. Absolutely fucking hated the crossbowmen because they have mostly just disjointed attacks. Absolutely fucking hated Verita as boss fight. Stupid attacks. Character-wise, I liked Core. Also, I always love when they do this. Wish I could blend out. And now you can return here. And that's probably directly before the fight, so I could have done the other ending as well. Check the Forgotten Archives entrance location on the map. Oh no, it's actually a post game. Interesting. I do think the Metroidvania part was neat. Having fast travel just from the get-go is always a bit of an issue because you don't really... There wasn't really that much of backtracking because you can just teleport everywhere. So you don't walk through the areas again, and that leads to the fact that you do kind of forget some of them. Level ups. It felt a bit weird that you don't have all stats available at the start, but the fact that you can just freely reset at all times made that not really that much of an issue. Also, what I really like is that while you have a double jump and you kind of have a triple jump, I do like the movement options that you have. Like, as I very early learned, the triple jump with the attacks in between into a dash with the... You can move really far. The only other game that I know that has movement that I like this much is Ender Lilies, which I haven't streamed because I played it before I streamed it. And that one had the problem that you had to farm ghost spirits. You had to know which spirits you can get because one of the spirits had like a uppercut that moved you up. Let's see. This elevator is broken. Staff only. I am staff. At this point, I am staff. Entry authorized. Is this a developer room? Veritas letter. My king, when you saved me from being fully consumed by the infection, our spirits resonated, and even in that brief moment I could feel everything you had endured. The battles you fought, your memories, I have engraved them onto info slates here. These archives were once a place that provided knowledge to lift the world to fragments, but just before you emerged from silent ruins, I closed it down. I did not wish to burden you with the truth, and I wanted you to find happiness. Now, this space exists solely for you. Here you may once more face the beings from your memories, including me. And so, my revered king, may you continue to burn brightly amid the endless trials and adventures. It's a boss rush. Okay. I'm not gonna do it. So basically you resonate with, what is this? That's the Seedkeeper, Fidiel, Charon, Chasa 1. The Gate Guard, Virtus. I think this is supposed to be Tish, which I should have done a lot earlier. There's Imohen, Verita, Cebu, Gaia, Chasa. No, wait, that's Baran, Chasa. Oh, wait, where's Molden? Oh, you're Molden. Right, before Imohen. And Primordial Flame. And then you can kill yourself. So you can probably get a lot of money here for parts if you want to do different builds. What is this? Veritas Forgotten Journal. Countless fragmented beings have perished trying to save the world. We cannot allow the tragedy to repeat itself. Even the current King of Fragments eventually succumbed to agony. Sharing knowledge was not the truth. The truth of this world is far too heavy a burden. Now, I will ensure that the next King of Fragments does not suffer the same fate. I must close these archives and deactivate the elevator that connects it to the Earth port. If a new King of Fragments appears, I must greet him pretending to know nothing, so that, even in this ruined world, he may meet many countlets and create happy memories. Until the day the King returns of his own will, these archives shall remain closed. And then we can enter the Ashen Library. Okay. So post-game boss rush. It's fine. I'm not gonna do it. Okay. There's one thing I must still do. That is to pet the dog. I like that. It is... It ranks lower than, like, Blasphemous. Everything ranks lower. I'm not gonna lie. Blasphemous and Blasphemous 2, probably my favorite Metroidvanias. Everything ranks lower than that. This also, I think, ranks lower than 9 Souls, which 9 Souls is really good, so... 9 Souls also does the combat better. I mentioned this, but this game has a bunch of disjointed attacks. Not always, not for all bosses. And the final boss now was really good about that. But there were some bosses where you had disjointed attacks. Absolutely fucking hated that. Verita, the worst of them. Some enemies had really weirdly delayed attacks, which I feel like that's an Elden Ring thing. That's like an Elden Ring thing. There's always a way to overcome even the hardest trials. You have to survive, so that when this plague ends, you can back and eat a proper meal I make for you. Until then, I'll hold on too. Yeah. Not bad, not great. Probably ranks among the higher ones. I accidentally exited the game. I wanted to go to title. Well, whatever. I'll be done in a second anyway, so you can look at a black screen. Yeah, I feel like if I just switch to a lower graphics settings, because I don't know if other attacks also lowered the frames for like a second or something. So maybe that would have helped. I'd rank it as a B on a tier list, with Blasphemous being S. Also, because it's obvious, yes, it's inspired by Hollow Knight. Everything here is inspired by Hollow Knight. I'm not surprised about this. I also do not care. There were people who complained about other games being inspired by Hollow Knight. Yeah, of course it fucking is. Hollow Knight is incredibly popular. However, and this might be controversial, I like this game a lot more than Silksong, which isn't really that hard because I didn't like Silksong. Wait, I don't know if there's DLC out for Silksong at this point. Let me actually check that. Now, what I need is a new Metroidvania I can play. Which is a problem. Because I feel like I run out of them. Especially out of good ones after, because I will always compare them to Blasphemous. That's just how it is. Oh yeah, so Sea of Sorrow is announced. I will be honest, I don't know if I'll play that. I do not think I care for Silksong. But yeah. Now, to look for new Metroidvanias. If you have any suggestions what I could play, please let me know. Maybe just a Castlevania, maybe just a Metroid if I can find one on Steam. But with that, I thank you for watching, should you ever make it this far. And I do hope you have a nice evening, hope you have a good night later on, and I hope you have a nice weekend, because I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be playing board games somewhere. Probably Sentinel. Probably Sentinels or the paper thing. We'll see. But yes, goodbye.